Hey guys. So I'm really excited today because finally I get to do my video on the Morphe 35I Icy Fantasy Palette. When I first saw this, when it was shown on Trend Mood originally, I saw the outside packaging and I was like, oh my god, this is going to be good. But then I was like, oh, it's one of those 35 shadow palettes because I really didn't want to buy any more of these big giant palettes, but I give up because, sometimes that's just how they release them, and I don't really need any more giant palettes in my life, but it is what it is, and sometimes I'm going to buy the big palettes. That's all. That's how it's going to have to be. Okay, so when you open this up, it's got one of those plastic sleeves that have the names on it. I wish they would put the names on the palette. I know that this is to keep the cost down because this was, ooh, how much was this? $25. That's a really good price for 35 shadows. But just take a moment to take this all in. I saw this and I was like, oh man, if I was going to design an eyeshadow palette, it would probably look a lot like this. There's a few changes that I would make, which I'll talk about later on in the video, but yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Now, the first time that I used this palette, I was feeling very orange that day, and I did a look using these three oranges right here, and it the finished look reminded me of like a creamsicle, an orange creamsicle. And if you want to see what that looks like, I did post it on my social media sites. You can either go to Instagram or Twitter. On Twitter, I'm Mrs. the Doll. On Instagram, I'm the real Mrs. the Doll. So anyway, yeah, that look is the first one I did. Now with this look, I said to myself, oh, we are definitely going in with purple today. I wanted to do a purple look, and I'm very happy with the way it came out. So let me just tell you which shadows I used. This shadow right here is called Euphoria. It's a blue and purple highlighter shade. That's what I have on as my brow bone and inner corner highlight. Yeah, it's like light purple and light blue, sort of in a white base, and really, really pretty highlighter. And then on my lids, I used Spellbinding. Oh gosh, I hate to have to refer to this. Okay, Spellbinding is this purple right here. I put that on the inner 2/3 of my lids. And then I also used Cosmic Cool, which is this one right here. I put that in the outer part of my lids. And then in the crease, I used Deliver Shiver. Wow, that's hard to say. Yeah, it wouldn't be shimmer because it's not a shimmer. But that's what I put in the crease. Deliver Shiver. And then my favorite shadow that I worked with, this is Arctic Abyss. And it's one of those gray taupes, purpley taupes, gray, purple, and taupe mixed together. And that was the perfect shade to bring this all together, because I ended up putting that in the crease as well, and then in the very outer part of my lids, I dragged it along the lower lash line. It just tied the whole thing together with the purples really well. But I love those kind of shades, and you don't see them that often. But that color combination of purple, taupe, gray, I love that. And if you look at that shade in different lighting, you see different things. So what have we got in this palette? We've got some mattes, we've got some shimmers, we've got some frost, we've got some pressed pigments, not too crazy about that. And let's see, do we have any metallics? No, I don't think there are any metallics in here. But I love the color selection. The only thing I don't like about this palette is I feel like they went overboard on the highlight shades. Now, any of the highlight shades that have that kind of like scattered glitter effect, I think you know what I'm talking about, can be used as an eye topper as well. But I mean, how many of those do you really need in the palette? Because there are a lot of them here. And there's a decent amount of mattes, so I feel like there's plenty of mattes. And what we don't seem to have is a ton of crease shades, and we don't have a lot of lid shades. So I feel like maybe they could have gave us less highlight shades and increased probably the amount of lid shades. Yeah, I would like to have seen maybe if they had removed even just 2 of those highlighter shades and then gave us 1 more crease shade and 1 more lid shade. That would have been great. Because, yeah, if you really, really look at this closely, I'm tilting it so that you can kind of see the texture. You know what? This seems like it would be a good spot to insert swatches. So because this is 35 shades, I figured I would just swatch them and include pictures, and I'm gonna I'm going to include them in the way they're laid out in the palette. So like the first picture will be the first row, and then second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row. And if you want to look at them more carefully, all you have to do is press the pause button if you want to really see them good. So here's the swatches. So you might have been able to tell by looking at those swatches that the ones that you couldn't really see that well, those would be the highlight shades, because when you swatch them, the glitter just scatters across the skin area and you have to kind of put it on in a concentrated way. If you're going to be using it like as a brow bone highlight or an inner corner highlight, you might want to use your finger because you're going to get a better ease of application by doing it that way. But yeah, I just felt like there was a few too many of those in the palette. Now the shimmer shades, you know, go on fine with a brush, and the crease shades, the outer V shades, lower lash line, all that stuff, everything went on fine with a brush except for those highlight shades. But you kind of have to expect that with those. You need a different kind of pressure and everything. But I do really love the color selection in here. I think it's interesting how you've got on this side you've got purples and blues and then greens in the middle. Then they went to peaches and oranges and yellows. And along the bottom we've got some metallics here. We've got a silver and we've got a black, and not really sure how to describe that color. It's kind of like a purpley brown. It's kind of odd. And then over here we have a brown and a bronze and sort of an orangey brown, and Up here we've got some, we've got a gold and a yellow and a white, and then these are highlight shades right here that have sort of colors mixed in. That one too, that one too. Over here we've got like a peach. This is a pink that's got just a hint of peach to it. It's like a pinky peach. And oh, I almost forgot to talk about this. This palette was done in conjunction with Pony Park. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She's a Korean YouTuber, and if you've never checked out her channel, definitely check it out. It's called The Pony Syndrome. And you don't have to speak to Korean. You don't have to speak Korean to enjoy her videos, because the way she films them, it looks like she films them on her phone, because they're like, you know, the long way, like when I started doing my cooking videos before I started flipping the phone sideways. But it looks like she just films them on her iPhone. But she's so talented, such a talented makeup artist. And so the way she films her videos, she just shows like applying her makeup, and then she holds up the products that she's using, and then she puts somewhere on the screen, she puts what it is, like the brand and the item, and then I think she lists everything in the description box too. But I just love the way she does makeup, and you know, every video is completely different from the last one. She uses a lot of different colors and textures and techniques, and she's very good. Now, if you subscribe to Morphe's YouTube channel, there's a video on there of her doing James Charles makeup, and she put together some really unique colors that I wouldn't necessarily think would look good together, but in the end it looked really pretty, and I was really impressed with the way that she did it, and I could tell that he really liked it too. But unfortunately, when you look at this palette and the box that it came in, there's nothing on here with, they didn't put her name anywhere on it, which is so sad, because I think she may have been involved in the creative process of putting this together. So it's too bad that they didn't credit her on there, because she's a very talented young woman. So I think that's it, you guys. I hope I covered everything that I wanted to cover, because I really, really enjoy this palette. Oh, there is one more thing I wanted to tell you about this. As part of this collection, there is a lipstick trio. And unfortunately, they don't carry that in store at Ulta. And after a long deliberation, I decided that I had to have that lipstick trio. So I ordered it from Ulta's website. This is the first time that I've ever placed an order from their website. I always just go in the store and buy things. But yeah, this particular item was not available in store. So I ordered that lipstick trio online, along with another item that I wanted to get. And so when that comes in, I'll show you when it comes in. But yeah, there is a lipstick trio, and the three colors are lavender, peach, and rose. And the lavender one is gorgeous and very unique. I definitely don't have a lipstick like that. Oh, and these are bullet lipsticks, by the way. And then the peach lipstick. Now, peach is such an ordinary color, right? You would think that I would definitely have a peach lipstick that looked like the one in this trio. Nope, not even close. I don't really have that many peach lipsticks, but I went through every single peach lipstick I had, and I had nothing in this shade. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then the rose one, I'll have to see once I have it in my hands whether I can dupe it or not, but I probably have a dupe for the rose one. But yeah, the lavender and the peach one, that's what I'm trying to do now with lipsticks, is not like just keep buying a million of the same shade. I want to buy things that are unique to my collection that I don't already have. Because it's stupid to just keep buying the same types of shades over and over again. So that is it. That was the last thing that I wanted to tell you. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, then hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Thanks so much for watching.